Hi everybody, this is Odd Samurai, and today I'm gonna be reacting to Chainsaw Man, chapter 221. I got my Pochita shirt because, we're in the middle of Pochita versus Yoru. So, about last chapter, I don't really got much new to say. So, it's mainly about page 6, really. So, I just thought that Pochita and Yoru being upside down, it was like an stylistic choice, especially with what she's talking about. Which, it could also be that, but I think it can also be the fact that the clothes that Yoru is wearing are made of falling devil. And what did falling devil do? Make people float up. So I think that's what they did. Even if she needed trauma, you know, to do that, make someone relieve their trauma to make them float. Maybe Yoru just can do that without having to make use of that specific power. But yeah, also like these two being upside down, while Yoru says things like, I discovered the magnificence of friends and family. Like, she really does have things upside down saying that, considering, uh, um, well, that's just not true. Like, we literally saw that she was gonna make Shi-chan, one of her sisters, into a weapon. And friends, what friends? Like, what? Just the devils that she's using against Pochita? Those are not friends, those are tools. And I saw a take that was like, what Yoru is saying here feels kind of like a shonen protagonist-ish, except that she's now twisting and making the meaning dark in the way that she's using it. Because usually it would be about like the beauty of those bonds and the strength that that gives you. But here, those bonds aren't that. Yoru just uses people and um just uh plays with them as she sees fit, as well as obviously the whole uh thing with her being war and acting as a political leader, being like, yes, fight for me and do all of this for me. Yes, you're also valuable to me, and you're doing so much by doing this. We're depending on each other. When no, there's no semblance of equality in the way that she's just puppeteering these beings and people as her own property. So, yeah, definitely a very interesting page. But yeah, all the devils that she gets, the power of bonds that she so uh, claims to have, don't do jack shit to Pochita. And then we have that last double page spread where Yoru just makes a sword out of Michigan, which that's bonkers. Like I'm trying to imagine how huge that sword is gonna look like, and if it's insane. But also, surely all the people of Michigan are just gonna just die if literally everything, from like the streets that they're standing on just becomes part of the sword. Let's say that the people don't count as part of Michigan, they'll still die, you know. Just everything that's below them, they're just gonna like fall into the ocean. Like, there's nothing they can do there anyway. Also, let me just check real quick. Michigan population 1999, because I just did not think of doing that last time. But I don't know, when stuff was happening to California, I was like, oh, that concerns me. I gotta do it now. Since approximately 9,860 million were living that year, more or less. So almost 10 million people, close to that. That's a lot. That's a lot of people. And the thing is, like, she could just do that to any other state that didn't make a contract with her. So, okay. Also, as documented by Fumiko Mifune. So, it could just be that, it's being documented at the moment that it's happening. So, it doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, the Fumiko that witnessed it firsthand survived, basically. Because, like, my first thought was, like, oh, it's gotta be the Fumiko that was at the school, right? And it didn't even cross my mind that, oh, there could just be a Fumiko in Michigan. So, yeah. Interesting to, she's just, like, part of the lore of the world in this history-making battle. The state of Michigan collapses at 11:23 a.m. No day given though, but considering the prophecy, it's gotta be some time in June. Okay, next chapter. Titled Safe Battle. What does that mean? A bunch of buildings are just being like scrunched up together. And a bunch of people are going into it as well. Oh my, yeah, a lot of them are falling into the ocean. Oh my god, yeah, there is a Fumiko in Michigan. Like, considering we don't know how exactly they communicate, I bet she must have been very freaking confused. But yeah, okay, so it seems like people are not, in regards to like how Yoru envisions, like, are the people living in Michigan part of it, to make part of the sword? But it seems like that's not the case. That's cool though, that we got to see that there was a Fumiko there. Okay, Pochita just got cut in half, it seems like. Yep. Whoa, USA Oregon, hello? I, that's that's like a physical thing, right? Sorry, uh, I got cold. Like what? Like is this like a oh welcome to Oregon sign that was like in the border of Michigan? Okay. Oh my, yo, this is a panel for sure. Oh, oh, we're seeing Yoru with the sword that says Oregon. But didn't. But then what happened to the Michigan sword? That thing is so tiny. Oregon, and we didn't see Yoru make or call out for an Oregon sword. So I guess you know what? Maybe I'm being dumb. And let me look up something real quick. Okay. Yeah, Oregon. Oregon is in the Pacific Northwest, while Michigan is in the Midwest. I was trying to see like how far away they are from each other. Okay, so Oregon is definitely not uh the state right, you know, next to Michigan in any way. Got it. And my geography is failing me, okay? This way I need a map of the country. Well, what, reading this fight clearly. Okay. Sorry, I just had to make sure. I won. Nope. He put himself back together real quick. What? She seems so shocked by that. Oh, Yoru just keeps on being dumb. Hey, how could she not have expected that? What? And to be fair, how did he do that without drinking any blood? Next page is them clashing, although Pochita seems to have the upper hand, as Yoru barely blocks his attack with the Oregon sword. What did you eat, Chainsaw Man? It's like an end to our battle no longer exists. Oh, wow, okay, no. She really is forgetting. I'm dumb. I was like, why didn't he say uh, temporarily dead? But yeah, there is no death. He ate her. And Yoru seems to be forgetting her already. People of Oregon, give me power. What is this? This is a lot. Yoru thinks she's Goku trying to be like, people of Oregon, give me energy for the Genki Dama. Oh god. She's actually able to just make people of Oregon disappear? Also, the beginning of the chapter was Oregon? I thought it was gonna be Michigan. What happened to the Michigan sword then? Am I tripping? Okay, well, yeah, she can just make people disappear. Yo, Fumiko. Oh, she got one last sigh before she got disappeared as well. And I'm guessing that's strengthening the sword. Yep. She managed to strike Pochita, and this time it seems to be a more powerful impact. But of course, he's just putting himself back together once again. This is the end of the line, Chainsaw Man. Behold my trump card. People of Virginia! Oh boy. We see a bunch of people still cheering at the nuke that was dropped, you know, at the Soviets. I would have expected that. I guess, I guess it's only been a few hours? But yeah, they all disappear. Nuclear punch? She can punch? We've only ever seen her use swords. Okay. The punch connects to his face. And I'm gonna guess the impact is gonna have the power of a nuke. Oh my god, all the Japanese people that were close to the battlefield. Oh my god. Yup. Oh my god. Yep. The last 2 pages are just basically the nuke going off. Oh my god. That's so many people killed in the vicinity where they're fighting. Okay, another very very quick chapter because it was very, uh, very centered around pure action. There were a lot of double page spreads. 1, 2, 3? 3. So it felt even shorter than usual. But yeah, what? Like, last chapter ended with like, oh, like, Michigan sword. And then we start the chapter with Yoru wielding an Oregon sword. So, like, I don't think my geography is that bad. So, like, did she combine Michigan and Oregon into one sword? But I will say, though, the design of the sword, it's so goofy, but it works so much. Especially that panel where it's like, it's just USA Oregon as Pochita has been cut in half. Genius. But yeah, I guess I'm a little confused. Like I said, I'm like, where did the power slash sword that she got from Michigan went to? I don't know, I might be acting like a dummy here, but I guess I'm a little lost. I guess in between chapters, it got broken or something, but that's so weird. that the chapter would end with her making a sword out of Michigan, and then the next chapter it just doesn't get mentioned at all. It almost feels like I missed a chapter even though I didn't. But okay. Yeah, I don't. Outside from that, I don't really have anything to say. It's a pretty straightforward chapter. Outside of like the confirmation that Yoru has already indeed forgotten Shi-chan. But yeah, we gotta find a way to separate Yoru and Nasa while death is still in Pochita's stomach. So we'll see. We'll see. You know how much this fight has to escalate and how many more people gotta be killed. To get to the solution to this problem. I guess we're just gonna have to keep waiting. This is all I have for this one. If you have an answer to like what happened to the Michigan sword, do let me know, because yeah, it's a little weird. If you enjoyed this reaction, please like and subscribe. Till next time, see ya.